Christmas time is once a year. Every creature holds it dear. Every animal, big or small. Christmas means so much to us all.
Yeah, remix, baby.
It's once a year, it's Christmas time, and it happens once a year.
Yeah, all right. We can't do none of that white nonsense because what day is it?
It
What
is
day is
Black
it?
Friday.
It's Black Friday, folks. We are back with a fitness to celebrate everything colored and great.
And
And
to
maybe Jim
celebrate
Carrey too.
both Christmas and black people, I'm wearing a shirt that has some of my favorite black actors in it. Die Hard.
Quality. Quality.
It's got fucking Reginald Will Johnson. He's one of my favorite black actors.
Do you remember back when like black shows tried to be extra black by having the Kwanzaa episode?
Oh my god, I do remember that. And like the kids shows that were trying to be progressive and inclusive would have a Kwanzaa, like Arthur or whatever would have a Kwanzaa episode too.
Okay, no. Arthur's Kwanzaa episode goes off because like Arthur had like a good Hanukkah episode, a good Kwanzaa
Oh
episode.
yeah, I mean Arthur ran for like 80 fucking years. It had a good episode for every Halloween or every holiday, including Halloween, Christmas, all that.
PBS cartoons have to go on like a weird classification of how we judge them.
Yeah, they're good
But,
shit. It's good
I
that
mean,
kids with no cable have something to watch.
yeah, and then the kids with cable, they could learn from the Proud Family how Kwanzaa worked with Oscar wearing the hat.
You know, there's no reason for this, but I never really watched Disney Channel as a kid. It's not that we didn't get it. It's not that there was some like prohibition of it in my household. I just like missed the boat on Disney Channel for some reason.
There were some good things at
Oh yeah, I
certain
know. I've watched it
points.
from there since. I just like when I was a kid didn't watch it for some reason.
I mean, Proud Family, you really missed something great there. But
Yeah, they did a reboot of that like 2 years ago, didn't they?
well, it's not a reboot. It's okay. Hold on. Can we use this for a quick education moment?
Sure.
What's the difference between a reboot and there's like when is it a sequel? When is it a redoing? When is it like just the same thing but brighter with extra colors?
So it's kind of inconsistently used. I guess technically, or at least the way I've used it, the term reboot technically just means a fresh start for the franchise.
So like from the beginning.
Well, not necessarily, just like a good jumping on point. Like Jurassic World is a reboot in the sense that it's a jumping on point for the
Oh,
franchise, but it's also a sequel to the originals.
so the new Star Wars trilogy is a reboot.
Arguably, the Star Wars prequels were a reboot.
Yeah.
Or like
Okay.
Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, you could make an argument was a failed attempt at a reboot. Though I'll defend that movie more than most. I've
So it's
watched it
just a
again as an
sequel with
adult.
space?
What?
So it's just a sequel with space?
Kinda. Yeah, basically. But yeah, anyway, what the Proud Family thing was like a revival, right?
Yeah, because it was every
Oh,
character is like 2 years older.
yeah, here it is. Proud Family,
Louder and
Louder
Prouder.
and Prouder was the
Oh, I
name.
was ready. I was ready.
Oh, I guess it retcons the events of the movie to have been a dream.
Well, yeah, because you kind of gotta like.
I never saw the movie, but
Well, they battle peanuts because it's all an extended George Washington Carver joke.
oh, okay. Was this okay? Hang on. I know the answer. I think is Bruce W. Smith an actual black person, or does he just is he a white guy who loves black people?
Pretty sure it's an actual black person because most people with the Proud Family were black.
That's what I assume. Yeah, he's black. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, no, it was very. The Proud Family was great because you could tell that the writers, the showrunners, everyone was of the same mindset and culture. So I mean, while obviously there's got to be white people in there, it's not like Um, it's not like something where 10 years later we're gonna have people complaining the way we complain about Apu now.
Yeah. No, yeah, actual black people made this. All right, that's good.
Yeah, that's nice. I mean, plus actual black people constantly are in it.
Yeah, that too.
Destiny's Child.
Yeah, I saw like the promo for the revival, and I was like, oh yeah, I remember that show. And there's a Darth Vader joke in there somewhere. I forget what the line is, but she's like, take that thing off. You look like Darth Vader or whatever. And I was like, oh yeah, this is Disney. They have the rights to that now, don't they?
Yeah, they can just say things now.
I think technically you can mention something for free regardless. I think.
That the laws are always weird, and there's always a couple that are really good with. Well, no, it's a parody, so it's fine.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking of like the Arrowverse stuff, where because obviously like Warner Brothers doesn't own Star Wars, but they were allowed to reference Star Wars all the time. They just weren't allowed to like show footage from it.
It's giving big Sony owning X-Men. So, what's Wolverine up to right now? Who's busy?
That was Fox, but yes,
Oh,
Sony had
so
Spider-Man.
I can't keep track of
Sony
who
technically
owns.
still has
your
Spider-Man.
They do?
Yeah, they literally they license him to the MCU. But they only
Okay.
have the film rights, not the TV. Like the Spider-Man, like Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man cartoon is not a Sony thing.
And
At
this
least I
is
don't think.
only also to Peter Parker Spider-Man.
No, generally when they own the rights to a character, they own the rights to all of his supporting characters as well.
Whoa. Well, no, I mean like which so it's all the Spider-Man? So
I
they
think
get
so,
Miles?
yeah. Because I'm thinking of because I remember Captain Marvel, when they wanted to use the Skrulls, they actually had to run that through legal because the Skrulls debuted in Fantastic Four comics, so they didn't know for sure they had the rights to use the Skrulls.
Oh my god.
And then there's Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch, who were shared between Fox and Marvel because they were mutants and Avengers.
Joint custody, literally.
Yeah, so that's why Age of Ultron was allowed to use them, but then it didn't call them Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch either. Like they were allowed to have the characters, but just for safety, they didn't use their superhero names, and they changed
Said
their
it before.
powers.
I'll say it again because you bring up those two, and I know you've heard me make this gripe. I will never forgive WandaVision for
cock teasing you on Evan Peters.
I thought we were back. I thought we were locked in. I thought I was gonna be happy again with my Quicksilver. Oh no. You have her rewriting reality. Why did you not just take Evan Peters, Disney? You're fucking dumb. You're dumb.
Because they wanted to pull that prank on you specifically.
But that prank doesn't make. Do you know how much money they get from Evan Peters? You can have him eating people, and all the girls will go nuts for him. I don't know what to tell you.
You know what? I actually just remembered this. The fucking rights to solo Hulk movies are still tied up with Universal, but Disney can use him whenever they want in other movies, which is why they've had 1 million Hulk appearances and only one of them was his movie.
Is that why they could essentially rewrite Planet Hulk as a Thor movie and then it's cool?
That is, yeah, basically.
It's like that was Planet Hulk in a Thor movie.
Yeah, that's kind of why they did it. They knew that getting the rights to do an actual full movie of Planet Hulk would be a pain, so they were like, just write it into Thor and it's legally clearable.
Well, that's a bunch of legal scrollduggery.
Yeah, well, most of the issues have been solved by the fact that Disney owns Fox now, but you've still got the Spider-Man shit and I guess a little bit of the Hulk shit left. And then every now and then you find out a weird little thing like, wait, what? Fucking Gwen Stacy? The rights are owned by this person? Just...
That's a backbreaker right there.
Oh, fuck you. All right. Actually, I gotta say this. I've never had a fucking venue to say this. Shit on Amazing Spider-Man 2 all you want, and I do, often.
Here we go.
I actually think that the circumstances of Gwen's death are better in that movie than they were in the comic.
The Amazing Spider-Man movies had a bunch of great things, and they were ahead of their time, and people weren't ready, and they instead wanted to get Iron Man's terrible little nephew, tiny boy who does nothing.
That being said, the second Amazing Spider-Man movie overall does fucking suck. But
Yeah, yeah,
the
but
reason
like
I say Gwen's death
he's
is
my
better,
favorite Peter. He's just my favorite Peter.
yeah. Well, the reason I say Gwen's death is better in the movie is because in the comic she gets dropped off the bridge and he catches her way before she hits the water, and she's dead.
Yeah, this is the bell tower thing.
Yeah, in the movie they changed it so that she was close enough to the ground that they made it more ambiguous as to what killed her. Because
Yeah, like did she smack? Did you just break her? Like what
yeah, because
happened there?
in the comic he like catches her fucking 100 feet before she hits the water, and then pulls her up and she's already dead. And like they have like a snap sound effect as he catches her too, but that's weird
Yeah.
because his webs are elastic. Like that's kind of their whole thing.
Mm.
So like
Hmm.
then again, it's ambiguous in the comic too, because Goblin says she was dead before I dropped her, and it's unclear if he means that literally or metaphorically.
Doesn't Goblin just like wake up and think of new ways to torment Peter?
Well, yeah, that too. Like
Like,
you can't really take anything he says at face value.
I've never felt like the movies have captured how much of an ultimate hater Green Goblin should be.
He really is fucking nuts about that, isn't he?
Yeah, like it's almost Joker level, but it's not as like fun, so you can't do a ton with it.
I remember my one of my friends once we were talking about like the then upcoming MCU Spider-Man movies, and he's like, who do you think would be a good Green Goblin?" And literally my first thought was Willem Dafoe because I'd forgotten that he'd played him already.
Yeah, that was my yeah. I don't know.
Also, I would fucking kill for a live-action Dark Knight Returns movie with Willem Dafoe as the Joker. Like, I'd fucking kill for that.
Can someone just put Hamill in a suit and like see if he can act it?
So they did. Well, they didn't put him in the suit, but do you remember the shitty Birds of Prey live-action TV show from like 2001?
Yeah.
When they had Joker's cameo in that, I don't think they even showed his face, but they had like a stuntman playing him in the suit, and then they dubbed Mark Hamill's voice over it.
No. I'm tired of Mark Hamill just voice acting the guy. I
Yeah.
want to see Mark Hamill actually do it.
I doubt he will now, simply because Kevin Conroy is dead.
I mean, okay, so then let's play it up. Let's go. You're old as shit. Kevin Conroy's dead. Who the fuck's Terry? Call Terry. Call Terry right now.
You could make it work. It's just because like Hamill has retired from the Joker role several times and then come back. Like he said, because he wanted to go out on a high note. So when he did Arkham City, he was like, "That's the best it's ever going to be. I'm done." But then they brought him back for Night, which all right, fine. That's not technical because it's only a hallucination. But then he came back for the Killing Joke movie because he'd been dreaming of doing that forever. And then he came back like one or two times, but when Kevin Conroy died, he said like, "No, this is it. I'm officially done. It's not right for me to play Joker without Kevin."
We need more Batman and Joker. I'm sorry. That thing is older than you, older than me. It's
yeah. Well, Mark Hamill did you watch the Flash TV show to any like real extent?
Yeah.
So I should start in the 90s. So they had a Flash TV show in 1990, right?
I should start in the 90s. Just set me. Okay.
Yeah. And apparently, I haven't actually watched it yet, but apparently it was pretty good. It just had the unfortunate luck of being aired at the same time as The Simpsons and The Cosby Show, both of which were at their peak.
I mean,
so it got canceled after one season.
I mean, The Cosby Show is a fantastic show.
Yeah, and definitely nothing else has ever happened to make that age badly. Anyway, so there's one episode, I think maybe more than one. There's at least one episode of the 90s Flash TV show where Mark Hamill played the Trickster, who's basically the Flash's version of the Joker.
Isn't the Trickster like literally mentally ill?
Well, they all are, or they wouldn't be supervillains, but
I don't know about that. I mean,
yeah, it was basically like his dry run of the Joker. Like it was his first attempt doing that voice and character, and then like a year later, Batman the Animated Series came along. But So he came back for that role in like cameos in the Justice League cartoon. That's probably what you're thinking of when he's like, Trickster, remember to take your meds, like that whole thing.
Yeah, because Trickster's mentally ill.
So when the modern Flash TV show decided to do Trickster, they just brought Mark Hamill back.
Well, that's fun.
And they wrote in the story of like, oh yeah, he was like a vicious serial killer who tormented Central City back in the day. Like one of Joe's first cases as a cop was going after him, type of thing. And they used photos of him from the old Flash TV show as his file photos and everything.
Jeez, was Ed Gein? That's fun.
Well, I mean, he wasn't as depraved as Ed Gein. He just liked blowing people up with crazy pranks. He was the Joker, basically. But anyway, Mark Hamill had a recurring role in the Flash show as the Trickster. And then he trains his son to be the new Trickster eventually. In fact, when he because like, so his son was like his prison pen pal who was like an obsessive fan of his. And after he breaks out, he says, I just want you to understand, I didn't become your mentor just because I saw potential in you. I did, but there's more to it than that. And he reveals that he's his father. And they literally do the I'm your father conversation from Empire Strikes Back in reverse.
No, I hate it here. Oh my god.
Except because it's in reverse, rather than do the big no, he's like over the fucking moon that his hero is his dad.
Yes, that has to be. That's completely possible.
That's not word for word, but that's pretty much what he did. Like, I think he just does like a yeah, like, and they even do like they make the music sound kind of like similar to, but legally distinct from the Imperial March in that scene.
I've been playing that game with the wiretap that my family keeps in their house.
What,
you
Alexa?
can, yeah, you can say a bunch of fun quotes to it, and it has fun things to say. I asked it how many lights there were, and it got really adamant that there were 4, even though.
See, that was programmed in back when nerds were entertaining instead of being a bunch of weird antisocial crypto fascists.
Whoa! I feel like you're golden eraing us a little bit.
True.
We were terrible. Nerds have always been terrible. I think this is just before a bunch of them got rich.
Yeah, basically. It was back when they weren't rich enough yet to have...
well, some of them were, but like,
yeah,
there was almost just like a quota.
Well, like now, like if I think of like Peter Thiel or whoever, like Peter Thiel has been a billionaire for a decade plus.
Yeah, but he knows about the Antichrist, so I mean, like,
yeah, and I'm nowhere near the first person to ask this. Like on Twitter alone, I could find a million. But like, when do you think the last time was that Peter Thiel had to navigate a social situation?
Honestly, and this is gonna sound like a joke, but it's not. It's whenever him and Elon are involved with each other, because they're the only example of peers they have to each other, because they both have each other's number, because they know exactly what makes the other tick, because they've been working with each other for decades at this point. They both have the same level. They both have the same amount of like fuck you money. So like you like can't really just like buy the other one off. So I think anytime they interact, so like I don't know, they made up recently, and before that it would probably be like PayPal beef.
Yeah, exactly. Like when's the last time that Peter Thiel or Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos or whatever like had to be nice to somebody to get a loan approved, or like had to be polite to somebody so they'd hold the door open for you? Like, when's the last time any of that shit happened in their lives? Like any of the little interactions you and I do out in the world every single day. Like, when's the last time they had to do that?
I don't necessarily do those because I feel like I have to, though.
Well, no, but like you're a decent human being. You do them because you are a decent human. I know. Fuck you.
Okay, buddy. Okay.
But like, I don't know, because even when you're like rich, like even fucking, I'm trying to think of a famous example.
Well, okay.
Like, think of like a very well-off car salesman in fucking, I don't know, Michigan. Like, yeah, he's very rich and he has a big house and like boats and shit. but he still has to like walk into the restaurant and be nice to the waiter so that his food doesn't get spat in. Whereas,
I
like,
mean,
when
he could
last
just
time
order
Peter
shit.
Thiel was under any obligation to be nice to somebody?
Let's see.
What was that tweet? It said something like, your entire life is just a series of your own preferences when you're that rich.
I would say Bezos, it might be a little different for, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember the whole tweet, but there was something like, every chair you own costs $7,000 and weighs 200 pounds, which is funny. But I'm like, yeah, when is the last time Peter Thiel had to sit in a chair that wasn't completely comfortable? Like, for more than 20 minutes, that is.
There's probably a church joke here, but I don't see it.
Yeah.
I mean, but so there was something we used to discuss back in my econ classes, which was a lot of these guys don't even spend the money like that either, though.
No, that they leverage it to get interest-free or low-interest loans, and then they use that.
Well, what I mean is like, I don't think Peter Thiel is even sitting around thinking about his pillows, his chairs. I don't think he's making any of these household purchases.
Oh, probably not, which makes it more psychotic.
Is it?
Kind of. Well, I don't know. Like, to me, such a key part of being a human being is your interactions with other human beings and with the world and with art and with your own preferences. Like, when is the last time that somebody like Peter Thiel felt a strong enough emotion in his heart to, like, buy a new chair? Or, like, was at a store and saw a painting he liked and bought it because he liked it, not because it was a status symbol.
I mean, most famous people can't, or rich people for that matter. I don't think they can go out to stores. It's more of a safety risk.
Yeah, exactly. Being that famous, even if you're not rich, is like fucking you up. Or being that rich and you're not famous, vice versa.
I mean, they put themselves in the spotlight though, so it's not like it helps. But yeah,
true. I don't know. It's just like
they just don't live the same existence. But
there's a weird example. You ever seen Pretty Woman?
Go on.
No, but bear with me. I want to do like a Marxist analysis of that movie at some point because there's room for analysis there. But so at the beginning, when he's first with Julia Roberts, he's explaining how like he doesn't want to go out on the balcony because he's afraid of heights. And she's like, "Well, why didn't you get a room on the ground floor?" And he goes, "Because this hotel only has the penthouse suite on the top floor." And she goes, "Well, why'd you insist on the penthouse suite?" And he goes, "Because it's the best." Like, he kind of says it instinctively. And then later on in the movie, when he's at work and like he's been interacting with her and it's changing his mind, he kind of realizes like, we don't fucking do anything at this job. We don't make anything. Like, why am I here? I have no fucking purpose in life, basically.
That's like the problem with these guys that you have to remember, though.
Yeah, like when he says
that dude's happy with a penthouse. These guys are making techno cities off the fucking Bay Coast.
Yeah, I mean, this is not Elon Musk level rich guy. This is just I can throw money away on anything rich guy. But like when he says because it's the best, after he says that, you can kind of tell that inside there's a little part of him going, why do I fucking insist on the best just because it's the best?
Yeah, but like that was a rich guy written by a normal, relatable human being who saw that as a normal, relatable human being and not a mechanical lizard that is just built upon Scrooge McDuck's wealth.
You know, as much as I fucking despise Elon Musk, it brings me joy to look at him and know that his life is fucking empty.
I mean, I don't know. According to Grok, it is not.
Oh my fucking god. So you've been following that too? I assume
of course I've been following that, man. He's winning all the competitions.
Yeah, like didn't it like, and of course it went so extreme that it's like in a shit-eating competition, Elon Musk would apply his ingenuity to.
It's funny because like the Grok people are constantly working around the clock to be like, well, why would it do that? That's dumb. Elon wouldn't want to do that. It was like, but hypothetically, if he needed to put his mind to it, oh, of course he would.
Yeah,
But,
every single time they don't fuck with Grok for very long, it starts behaving somewhat like a normal person. Well, it's obviously not a person, but it starts behaving the way you'd expect an AI assistant to behave. And then they go, wait, shit, and they tweak it to make it more of an Elon simp, and then it fucking goes nuts for a few days. And
I mean, there was those times when it was advocating for full on exterminations and genocides.
yes, and do you know why it did that? Because it had said something woke a few days ago, and they didn't like that, so they tweaked its code to be more right wing, and it literally started calling itself Mecha Hitler.
That's cool.
Oh my god.
I enjoy that. I mean, there's been so much Nazism this year. We have Mecha Hitler. We have, I mean, actually, you want to what? You want to what? Let's focus. It is Black History.
Yeah.
It's Black Friday.
So we'll celebrate the lovely history of Black American soldiers
on
murdering
the Black
Nazis.
Hitler. we should focus on the Black Hitler.
By Black Hitler, do you mean the guy from Africa, or do you mean Kanye West?
I mean, I'm 28 and from Massachusetts. I think you know I'm talking about Kanye West.
Namibia. I always mix up Namibia and Nigeria because they both start with N. Go ahead and make your fucking joke. I heard it the second I said it.
I just don't know how on Black Friday you would just go and say that all the ends are the same.
No, just Namibia and Nigeria.
Oh no, I get it. Like just the dark ends, you know, okay, no, I get you. Can't have nothing. Can't have nothing.
I'm pretty good at remembering like the countries in Africa and where they are, but every now and then I'm like, wait, was that Eritrea or fucking Zimbabwe or that kind of thing?
Man, I get a little interested when people get really into the like country lines because like most of them weren't real country lines. There's like tribal barriers and people showed up from other government structures and they're like, well, where's the line? And
so before we get into that, so I Googled Black Hitler because I was just curious to see what would come up. And one of the first things was a story about the guy from Namibia. This is why he's fucking named that, because Namibia was a German colony, so German names are still really common there.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like Adolf is still like a very common first name in that country.
Yeah, no, like, and he claims that he claims his dad didn't know, and it just kind of happened. Which I mean, it's not that weird. I mean, I'm just gonna say this. Do you associate every Joe you've ever met with Stalin? Like, I don't know.
Well, that's kind of what I was gonna say.
How far do you take this? I don't know, man.
Did you ever watch Strike Back, the Cinemax show?
No, but I watched Step Up.
That is not the same thing, but okay. So Strike Back was like a military action counterterrorism show.
Okay.
Had a very charming simplicity to it because it wasn't one of the ones that examines the role of colonialism or the government. It was all just like kill the bad guys and fuck the hot girl.
Jesus Christ! You, my parents, and MASH get along, huh?
Well, normally I like my shows to be more complicated than that, but I like a little bit of brain candy occasionally, and that was Strike Back for me.
I don't want my TV shows to be my brain candy.
So
we have entire genres of movies that are brain candy.
I'm joking a little. It actually was like a little more forward thinking. Anyway, there's an episode where they're in somewhere in the Middle East. I forget where. They have to rescue this arms dealer because he has intel they need. But he's like a fucking huge asshole, and they don't even like him. And if he didn't have the intel they need, they would just leave his ass to die. But
that's the American way.
Yeah, well, like he's like a criminal. Like he's on the run from the government, basically. Like so. Anyway, they're navigating the streets, and there's this kid who immediately figures out that they're Westerners in need of a tour guide, and he's like, "Hey, for $20, I'll tell you where the place is."
Wait, hold on. Where is this war at?
This is somewhere in the Middle East. These are like special forces guys, so they deploy all over, regardless of whether or not there's a current war there.
So when you say it's obvious they're Westerners, what you mean is there's a bunch of white dudes going around and like, where the fuck
Well,
are you guys trying to be?
specifically white guys with British accents who have no clue where they are.
Oh, it's Nigel Thornberry level. What the fuck are you doing here?
Kinda, yeah. So anyway, he's like, "Hey, give me $20. I'll tell you where the thing you're looking for is." And they're like, "All right," because $20 doesn't mean much to them, but to that kid it means everything. And then he's like, "If you keep paying me, I'll keep taking you around." And they take him up on his deal. And the arms dealer guy is like not having it. He's being a little racist. And eventually they say to the kid, "Hey, what's your name?" And he answers, "Saddam." And the arms dealer is like, "That's a fucking bad omen." And one of the other ones trying to explain it's a pretty common name in this part of the world. And they bring up the Stalin thing, like you just said. And
I mean, I just don't. We can't be losing names. Okay. Does everyone have to like associate my name with goddamn Christmas? Like do I have to give people gifts?
Depends when you get your sainthood.
You have to be dead.
Yeah, I suppose.
Don't you?
I actually have no idea. I think you do.
Pretty sure. Like 9 out of 10 times you do, like unless it's like you like did some weird level thing in the year 400, but we're kind of past that. And I am ordained.
Oh, really? Like for marriage ceremonies or like as a priest?
Well, I mean, I am the former, and the latter is debatable. But I mean,
I think my mom is also because she's a court appointed. She's like a court mediator, or she was at one point.
Oh, nice.
So I think she is legally allowed to perform marriage ceremonies in our state.
Yeah, 7 years ago, I got like drunk one night, and I was like, yeah, that sounds fun.
Also, by the way, before we talk about black people on Black Friday, I need to say a shout out to the moms on Thanksgiving who get stuck cooking for like 50 people. Because my mom only had to cook for like 7 people and it was a fucking travesty. So, shout out to moms.
Shout out to moms, man.
My mom has literally had to cook a Thanksgiving dinner for like 70 people before, and it was exactly how you're imagining it.
Like, I've never been to one of those gigantic Thanksgiving dinners, but I really would like to. Nah, I would like to because I would stir the pot so much.
Yeah,
like, okay.
I was a kid at the time, so I didn't really know how to stir the pot yet, but
I don't think any of my family is going to see this before Christmas time.
Probably not.
Did I tell you about what I'm doing for Christmas time?
I don't. You might have, but tell me again just in case.
Well, you see, every single year, I have one of those families that does the same things every year. And not like the fun traditions, just like some of the annoying things.
Get drunk and talk about QAnon.
What?
Get drunk and talk about QAnon?
No. Like annoying boomer things. Like I have to keep watching A Christmas Story every year.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, I don't know about you. I'm really tired of A Christmas Story.
I like that movie. I don't like it enough to watch it every single year.
Oh, if it was only that, they leave the marathon on.
Oh, God. Yep.
It never ends. So, when you do that, what happens? Everyone quotes the damn movie all the time.
You'll shoot your eye out.
And I got tired of it. Well, fun fact. A couple of years ago, my little nieces and nephews started coming to this whole Christmas extravaganza thing. They hadn't before just because family, you know. So once they started coming, I started making every year more and more interesting for them.
Oh boy. Oh.
Yeah, that's right.
Does it have the thing that tells time?
I don't. No. I didn't get the Ovaltine watch. That
Okay.
would be silly. Now you might be thinking, all right, so what do you do with it? Yankee swap.
Nice.
So do you know how a Yankee swap goes?
I think so.
Everyone gets the opportunity to take a present from everyone else.
Oh yeah.
I'm about to cause an entire riot. It's great. It's great. And I got them safety goggles and ammo.
Nice.
I'm 3D printing little targets. It's great. It's perfect.
So we had my aunt and uncle, and two of their three kids over for Thanksgiving because the third is in Morocco on a fucking study abroad thing right now.
Morocco.
Yeah.
What do
Yeah,
you
she's-
study in Morocco other than how to be awesome?
I don't know. I know that she's only allowed to speak Arabic for a while, or maybe that was the trip she went on before, and now I forget. The point is, she's somewhere else on Earth.
Damn.
Yeah, so it wasn't her, but the other two kids who are like the youngest is fucking 18 now, which is surreal to me because I remember when she didn't exist. Anyway,
Unk. Yeah, Unk.
yeah, I know, right?
What's up, Unk?
So like as we're finishing Thanksgiving dinner, they're like, "We should watch a Christmas movie. What should we watch?" Somebody suggests A Christmas Story, and they're all like, "We've seen it too many times."
8 Crazy Nights.
I think someone mentioned that one. And they wound up watching Four Christmases somewhere in the night, but before they did, I saved the fucking day because I was like, "Bless you."
Thank you.
I was like, "What about The Holdovers?" And most of them hadn't seen it. And so my uncle pulls out his phone to find it, and it's not on streaming for free. But guess who owns the fucking 4K Blu-ray, motherfucker?
What don't you own on 4K Blu-ray, motherfucker?
I actually don't own a lot because there's certain movies that just have never gotten a proper release. But
I mean, if they don't get a proper release, how long do you have to wait before you just hit the seas and burn your own?
well, I haven't burned my own because it's a pain, but I have purchased more questionable copies of certain movies.
Fair.
Though to be fair, those are really just movies that are like Turkish Star Wars, ones that are just impossible to release officially for copyright reasons.
Yeah, I mean, just like lost media is real.
Yeah.
Thanks, Nintendo.
I know, right? I'm so glad that I'm not much of a Nintendo fan because PlayStation, for all of their many faults, are pretty good about preserving shit.
I find it's one of those like it's like the bell curve where like it's a problem until it's not.
Yeah. I will say Xbox is as much as I shit on Xbox, they are way better about backwards compatibility than PlayStation.
I just they're all dead in the water. They're all dead in the water. We're all getting Steam machines. We're all playing God of War on our Steam machines with Uncharted loaded up to play next. It's over. It's over.
I still have my old PS3 copies of Uncharted myself.
Oh my gosh.
I never bothered to get the PS4 remaster because why would I?
I got rid of a bunch of my 3 games. I think most of them.
I guess I am my father's son because he's a pack rat for everything else, and I'm a pack rat for like games and movies and shit.
Wasn't Kingdom Hearts an exclusive back in the day?
Maybe. I know Soul Calibur was. Like, speaking of games that had licensed characters from other properties.
I mean, very specifically the same one, too.
Yeah.
But Final Fantasy characters got around like venereal diseases. It was a different age. I mean, Soul Calibur had like weird characters in it too. Like Ezio Auditore just shows up and fights some stuff and leaves.
Before we get onto the subject of black people in movies and shit.
Black people assemble.
Yeah, hang on. I'm just bringing up an image. You want to hear what fucking game I still own because I never got rid of my copy of it?
Bad Larry.
No, No, this one. Here, let me make it bigger.
Oh my god! Why?
I can't make it bigger. Because somebody gave it to me for my birthday, and I said, "Oh, cool! I like Star Trek." And then I played it, and I'm like, "Damn, this kind of sucks."
Yeah. I don't play movie video games until like years have passed and people love them, or unless they were old ones. Like I still got my old SNES games,
Mm.
and okay, I can beat a lot of things. I am a quality gamer. I'm in the process of beating Sans, but whatever. I could not for my life make it past like 3 levels in the Lion King video game.
Oh God, I remember the stories about that one.
This one game is just evil, and there's these giraffes that launch you, and I don't to this day I don't know how you're supposed to do it.
I
Tried
think
so
the
hard.
hardest boss fight I ever successfully beat was the final boss in Uncharted 2, specifically on crushing difficulty. It's not that hard a fight under normal circumstances, but when you have it on crushing, it's a fucking nightmare.
I remember Kingdom Hearts 2 on the hardest difficulty was hard, and then my game crashed running the
Oh,
credits, and
motherfucker.
like a week went by. I sold my PS2. I was done.
Yeah.
I don't need any more games here. I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, just like ruined the fucking whole console for you.
Yeah, I know. I'm done. I put in too much time for this. I'm gonna flip out and throw this thing out the window. Like,
Oh my God. Yeah, I normally don't like play the hardest difficulties on games, unless I'm like bored or whatever. But for the first 2 Uncharted games, they had actual in-game rewards for getting all the trophies. So I did all the trophies, which meant having to play it on every fucking difficulty, which meant not only playing the game like 7 times, but playing it increasingly hard difficulties each time.
I was never one of the people who did the work, but I had the buddies who, when you played Halo, like the old Halos,
Yeah.
and they had like certain armors if you beat the game on outrageous difficulties, and I just didn't. I didn't have the effort for it.
I normally don't. I just did it with Uncharted because 1, it's like my favorite game ever, and 2, because you actually got in-game rewards for getting the trophy, which you normally don't.
Like, it depends. If I'm like good at it, I'll do it. But sometimes it just ain't worth it. Sometimes it's just like buying a new Kanye West album, and then it's not worth it.
By the way, fucking Last of Us really changes when you up the difficulty.
Yeah, that one I remember. I just did it on the hard difficulty, and then when I went down, I was like, oh, that's neat.
Yeah, and I don't just like the damage, of course, changes, and like how scarce resources are changes. But then it's also like, oh shit, when I up the difficulty to hard, the clickers are more sensitive to sound.
Yeah, that's specifically what I was thinking about.
Yeah.
I played a lot of Bethesda games, so I was just like half pushing that stick the whole time. It took me a while, but it was fine.
So what do you want to share about Kanye West? I have not caught up on the Kanye drama, if there is any.
It's more we're waiting for his latest bout of nonsense. There's been a lull to the point that I'm just anxious to find out what's going on. Every time there's a lull, it normally just turns into a big amount of look at this more mental illness. Look at how worse he's getting.
I do find it really funny that nobody calls him Ye, even though that's what he like supposedly changed his name to.
I mean, like they did for like relative like rap reasons, but his name is poisonous. I didn't expect this year to go the way it did for him. He's always been insane, but getting surrounded by yes men is dangerous business.
Yeah, I mean, like, because there's all the jokes like, I'm bipolar and I didn't turn into a Nazi, and it's like, that is fair, but you weren't bipolar with infinite money surrounded by yes men.
You also didn't dude was on his meds for a while. His mom dies.
Yeah,
She's the only person who keeps him sane, and then he stops taking his meds.
which I
And
get,
then
by
he's
the way,
married
because I
to a
feel the same way about my
Kardashian.
mom.
Then he's married to a fucking Kardashian. Plus, just the lore on Kanye West is funny because it's constantly a dude who is bad at rapping, but he's really good at making beats. So good that you just
Yeah.
kind of got to let him into the room.
I do respect that time he said George Bush doesn't care about black people, though. That was fucking awesome.
Mike Myers' face just lives in,
Oh, yeah, just
immortality in my head for that.
they actually, I hate to say this, but SNL was mildly funny recently because they parodied that incident with Mike Myers.
Oh, did he enjoy it?
Probably. He looked like he did.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I just think in terms of 2025, that's a big thing that's happened this year is Kanye being insane.
Yeah.
Absolutely off the damn level.
You know, I always forget that Mike Myers is Canadian because the two roles of his that have been the foundational roles of my childhood were Austin Powers and Shrek, and both of those he's British/Scottish. So I always forget that he's not actually Scottish.
Yeah, he does a bunch of like locked in little things for Canada, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, he does. It's just that the two I watched a million times as a child are the two where he's Scottish.
Fair. Okay,
Right? I
fair.
guess he's not Scottish in Austin Powers, but the accent is similar enough that I like till I was like a teenager, I assumed that was his real accent.
Oh no.
Well, because that's what I fucking gave a shit about. And then I
You
saw
never saw Wayne's World?
well, I did when I was in like middle school. And then I was like, oh wait, he's not fucking Scottish.
I just saw so many other damn Mike Myers movies growing up. That time I married an axe murderer.
Oh yeah.
What's the other one with him? I don't know. I could sit here and go over Mike Myers. I can't. We'll have to have Mike Myers Appreciation Day.
Yeah. And make sure that it's Mike Myers and not Michael Myers.
But what if it's Mike Myers dressed as Michael Myers?
Robot Chicken did that already.
Okay. But what if you put a microphone on him and it's Seth Meyers? So it's Mike Myers with Mike Myers, miking Myers.
So he's just Mike Myers, but way less funny.
But also very louder. It's just much louder.
Yeah, I haven't watched Seth Meyers for more than like a second or two since he left SNL, so I don't know what he's up to now other than hosting that show.
I was never really giant into SNL, so like
That's fair, because by the time we were born, it was well past its prime.
I just yeah, and I think a few people have like done their little spin-off groups from SNL that there's like enough options.
Mm.
Like I don't know, like you don't need SNL to have an Adam Sandler movie or to have a Will Ferrell movie or to have like a bunch of these people who got their chops working with SNL for sure. But then just kind of grew beyond it.
They've made so many SNL movies, and most of them suck. I don't know why they keep fucking making them.
What's an SNL movie?
Like a movie based on an SNL skit.
Well, Wayne's World is godly.
That's
To be
like
clear.
the best one, though. Like Wayne's World is pretty good, but then for every Wayne's World, there's a fucking MacGruber.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't
Well,
even like the MacGruber skit. Like they revived it last week, and I was just like, the whole time.
man, I just want you to call up Andy Samberg and get the Lonely Island back.
Yeah,
So-
they reunite from time to time, usually on SNL.
I mean, have you seen their movies?
I've seen Popstar. I don't know if that's one of theirs, but I've seen
Yeah,
Popstar.
yeah. There's Popstar, and then they have a mini movie Bash Brothers, and there's another movie I can't think of right now.
Yeah, I don't know.
Uh,
But it's just kind of weird, like Also, the term SNL movie sometimes also includes like movies by SNL cast members, not even if they don't necessarily take inspiration from a skit. But it's just like, I don't know, other than Wayne's World, and to a lesser extent Wayne's World 2, most of them just aren't that
Whoa.
entertaining.
Put some respect on Wayne's World too.
Oh yeah, I like Wayne's World 2. Not quite as much as the first, but I like it.
I mean, yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, it's just like they make the fucking here, I'll just like look at the list. Yeah, like Coneheads and
Oh, Coneheads is a bop. You're tripping.
yeah. No, I'm not saying it's bad or anything. I'm just saying that like they've had a million of them. Oh, the Blues. Oh yeah, I forgot Blues Brothers started off as an SNL thing.
Your point is not making much water right now.
Hang on. Let me look at the full list. So we got Blues Brothers. Here, I'll put it on screen.
There we go.
We got Blues Brothers. We got Wayne's World. Those are both good. Bob Roberts. I don't even know that one.
Bob.
Coneheads.
Wayne's World 2.
Wayne's World 2. It's
Underneath the Roxbury?
Oh yeah, I forgot that was an SNL one.
And I like the Superstar movie. What is love?
Baby, don't hurt me.
Don't hurt me.
Yeah, okay.
Mama.
Superstar, Ladies. Oh, okay. There are fewer of these than I thought there were.
I mean, most of them are good.
Okay. I guess
I gotta say,
SNL movie was a little loose. All right, because I forgot that there were only this few that are directly based on skits.
I think you just hate MacGruber.
I do fucking hate MacGruber, but I'm also like
hate MacGruber.
But I'm also thinking of like other movies that aren't directly based on skits, but like the whole cast is SNL alumni. So I kind of like think of it as an SNL movie, even though it's not.
I get that.
But yes, I do fucking hate them. Like even when I was a kid, I fucking hated the MacGruber skit. Yeah, it started in 2007, and I remember watching it in 2007 as a 10-year-old like this.
That's how I feel about Tyler Perry movies.
Yeah, you and I have discussed those. You know, that's a good segue into the Black Friday topic. Why do you not like Tyler Perry, Nick? Even though I already know the answer.
Tyler Perry's an evil human. Okay. Let's okay. So as a theater person,
MacGruber TV show, apparently. Anyway, go ahead.
As a theater person, I do not know how anyone can think Tyler Perry's self-insert Mary Sue characters are anything but him being really uncomfortable with parts of himself and then putting it in interesting places, which I mean, if he was just working through his own trauma, I could deal with that, but it's normally alongside a lot of messed up stereotypes. I am personally of the belief Tyler Perry hates black women. Like he just does not like black women. Like
I'm not sure I've ever seen one of his movies in full, but I've seen the fucking bit from the Boondocks about it.
I am a light-skinned gardener, and I love you. Yeah.
I'm just trying to find out if he grew up poor or not.
I mean, as I understand it, he grew up in like a church community. So like, I'm not gonna say he was wealthy, but he was not like he had a community. Yeah,
well, I'm just looking because his dad was a fucking psychopath, and he went through some other shit, some molestation shit. So, all right.
No, I mean that really don't. I don't know, man. Like,
so my point is that he has actual trauma that he's pouring into his art, supposedly.
At one point, is it pouring trauma into your art and not causing more trauma in the community in which you reside?
And that therein lies the issue.
Because like, this is not his diary, my dude. This is stuff. This is poison he pours out year after year. That corrupts people's minds. It is Hallmark movies with racial stereotypes, self-hatred, and self-bigotry just laid in. And then you go and pretty much you have this weird level like, oh well, black people just got to pull themselves up by the bootstraps and we'll get it done ourselves. It's like, okay.
There's only one thing you forgot there. Regular Hallmark movies are also filled with stereotypes. Anyway, continue.
Yeah, but like, it's like a focused version of that.
Yeah, like I've seen like bits and pieces of Medea, and so I was like, whatever. But I know that like to certain black people, this character means a lot.
And that's the tamest side of this.
Yeah.
Before it's like you like see, I don't know how many stories there are that Tyler Perry has written where it's strong, independent black woman. She's got a friend, also strong, independent black woman. They both got great upscale pro jobs, but they both can't do shit but love no good men. And these men beat the shit out of them and take their money and bring them down. But their daddy taught them that they got to stay with a man. And so they do that because they got a weird country upbringing. Because, of course, every black person's like a fucking country sprout into a city, of course. Yep. And so then, like, you end up having to find the love of some well-meaning, better black man. And I hate to be the guy, but yeah, no, he is always light-skinned. Always.
Yeah.
And then that guy will teach you to love yourself because you can't do that by yourself, black woman. You're just incapable of doing that. And then at the end, you know, you'll have everything because Jesus will have given you a man alongside how he gave you the job and how he gave you the house. And now it's all good in Jesus' name. Like,
hang on, I'm just trying to find a good visual example of something I'm talking about, but please continue what you're saying.
They are bad movies. Let's see here. What was the last one I saw?
Knowing you, I'm sure you've seen fucking all of them because, like, you hate watch.
I've seen a lot of them. Oh, I love to hate consume media. There are. I don't want to watch something and just feel a tepid.
Yeah,
this is okay. No, I either want to love it or despise it.
How many fucking Medea movies are there?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no. And these are you looking at the films or the plays too?
No, I'm looking at just the movies here.
Yeah, that's all. Like, you have not even.
Yeah, so there are 12 Medea movies, and then 2 more that are unrelated but feature a cameo from Medea.
Yep.
And there's also an animated one, apparently.
Hello. I hate it.
Hallelujah. I unfortunately catch myself saying that one sometimes.
Oh. As long as you don't do it in a black accent.
Oh, no, I don't do the accent. Don't worry. I know not to do the accent.
Like, I think the reason I could deal with Medea is because we got Big Mama from it.
Yeah, I didn't know till you taught me that those are different things.
They're not the same thing. Those are not the same thing.
Yeah, I assumed that Big Mama's house was just like a spinoff or something.
Nah, it's like, we everyone knows what this character is. We have to deal with it, so we might as well have Martin Lawrence making it a little better.
So you want to see some Flanderization?
Yeah, let's see some Flanderization.
I can't make these pictures bigger because Wikipedia is
now, for our audience members out there, what is Flanderization?
Flanderization, named after Ned Flanders from The Simpsons,
how diddly,
is when a character has a certain trait that over time overshadows all their other traits until it's their sole character trait.
In the case of Ned Flanders, you might remember, if you're old, that he's left-handed, and that was like a big thing way back in the day. But that don't matter no more, because he'll just smack you in the face with the Bible now.
Yeah. Yeah, like it used to be that Flanders was a normal-ass character, a small part of whom was the fact that, unlike Homer, he enjoyed going to church.
It was just a thing he did.
Whereas now, when you watch it, unless it's a Flanders-focused episode, if he shows up, you're lucky to make it through one scene without a joke at his religion's expense. Now, I don't care about that because religion is dumb and wrong, but, like, the fact that it's his sole fucking character trait now. So anyway, this is the Flanderization of the Medea franchise. So this is what the poster for the first Medea movie looks like. Like, it looks like a real movie, like it's artistically done. The title is semi-indicative, but it could also be like a serious character drama or play, right? Like, this looks like a real movie based on the poster.
It looks like you got an extra playbill, if you ask me. But
Well, yeah, exactly. It looks like something you'd actually see. This is the poster for the latest Medea movie.
that's
Very different tone.
yeah, yeah. It's not okay. How do you even say this?
Do you think Tyler? Okay, you go first, and then I have a potentially
No,
nuclear fucking take.
no, take it, take it.
Do you think Tyler Perry might be closeted trans or queer or bisexual, like some kind of queer? Do you think he might be a
I
closet
think
case?
there's more levels to it than that. I
Okay.
think that's literally part of it. But I think he simultaneously wants to be a woman but hates black women and is maybe jealous / angry at them for having what he doesn't.
Which is funny because all the shitty fucking parental figures he had in his life were men. So maybe that has something to do with it?
Well, from my experience, a lot of times people identify with a lot of things they're traumatized to say to them.
That is true. That is true.
I mean, I don't really know much about what these men exactly did to him, but I mean, that could be impactful on people's psyches and such. But I don't exactly. I feel like it's not just a trauma thing. I feel like this is not like a fucking we brought up Ed Gein earlier. I feel
Yeah.
like this is not just like you were built into a monster. I feel like this is like you hate yourself.
And to be clear, I am not suggesting that being abused as a child made him queer because that's not how that works.
Yeah, no, but like just
What I am suggesting is that he might have kind of some shit to say about men because of what was done to him.
yeah. He has a lot of shit to say about a lot of people.
He does. Well, the reason I thought of it, because John Travolta, who the rumors about him being gay or something like it have been around forever.
I told you, dude. I just think he's a woman. I just think John Travolta is a woman.
That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
So when he did the movie Hairspray, he plays the main character's mom, which required him to wear a fat suit and drag. And he said in the interviews that wearing the fat suit and drag was, and I quote, the most comfortable I have ever felt in my own skin.
Yeah.
And he did not feel the need to do any soul searching about that revelation, and he just went back to being a Scientologist, I guess. But
well, I don't necessarily know. He probably did some soul searching that got beat up about it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, to consider how Scientology is like.
Yeah, there have been rumors
allegedly, according to all the things that I've heard from movies and such.
Yeah. There have been rumors for a long time that the only reason he's still in there is because they have dirt on him.
I mean, yeah, they took the okay. There's the big thing with him and Cruise is they got him like when they were in the closet back in the 80s when this was like a problem.
Yeah, there's rumors that Tom Cruise is gay too, even though I've never seen any real evidence for that, but maybe.
I mean, didn't they pretty much set up his marriage?
Well, yeah, but that doesn't mean he's like.
Well, no, I just think most of the evidence to the contrary is normally like he has a wife, and it's like, but they set up the wife.
That's true. I'm just trying to find out because if I remember correctly, yeah, here it is. One of his kids died at age like 16 from a seizure, and okay, this isn't mentioned on Wikipedia, but from what I've heard, there are rumors that his son's condition that led to him having the seizure, that he didn't seek proper medical treatment for it on the advice of Scientology.
I mean, yeah, I'm not surprised. I don't know. I'm not surprised with any of that.
Yeah, he had
It's
Kawasaki disease, apparently.
he was a motorcycle.
I wish. No, he is a here. It's not graphic enough that I don't have to that I have to hide it. It's a syndrome of unknown cause that results in a fever and mainly affects children under 5. It is a form of vasculitis in which medium-sized blood vessels become inflamed throughout the body. Oh, okay. So this might be bullshit because he said that his son suffered from that from age 2 onwards, but this is like not the kind of thing that you have chronically for the most part.
Sounds like Scientology carried my baby.
Yeah, it's also extremely rare too.
How rare are we talking?
It affects between 8 and 67 per 100,000 people under the age of 5, except in Japan where it affects 124 per 100,000.
I'm sorry, how much was the first number?
Between 8 and 67 per 100K.
Damn.
Also, it's called Kawasaki disease because it's named after Tomosaku Kawasaki. Not because of any relation to motorcycles.
Wait, are you sure?
I am finding...
Listen, we could go down a rabbit hole. I mean, listen.
Well, I mean, keep in mind that in Japan, a name like Kawasaki is a lot more common.
Keep in mind, Mitsubishi bombed Pearl Harbor, and Cotton Hill is the only reason that I knew that as a child. So it is not outlandish to think there might be a connection.
Yeah, also...
Hitachi doesn't just make massagers, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Hitachi also makes cranes and fucking backhoes and shit. They make anything having to do with electronic parts.
That's... yeah.
Also, fun fact, the reason that Nissan wasn't called Nissan in the US until the early 80s is because they also built military equipment for Japan during World War II.
Well, that plus the pun doesn't work.
Which pun?
Don't forget. Oh, yeah, that's right. You don't speak Japanese. Nissan means brother. That car means brother.
Oh, okay. I did not know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. So it's like it's like a translation thing. So it doesn't even like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they called that company Datsun in the US until like the early 80s because people had bad memories of that name on fucking Japanese bombs.
I feel like if we were to name every company that is still active today that did something we didn't like during World War II, we could have enough to make an Animaniacs style song.
Don't ever ask where Volkswagen was founded.
I mean, it's kind of in the name.
Yeah, true.
Like it's kind of in the name. I don't know what to say. Well, okay. Maybe it's not so good to go to your job looking like a boss. Depending on what boss you want to look like, because sometimes it's a bit too much brown.
Jesus.
What? I thought that was nice.
It was nice, but it was like, oh man, I'm glad that I'm not the one who said that one.
You go and not get my joke, like.
I'm a cracker, and with using my monitors as lighting, I look like more of a cracker, so I have to be very careful.
You do kind of look like one of those vampire characters.
Yeah, I look like I don't. Okay, here I'm gonna make myself big for a second. I don't actually look this pale. What is happening is that I'm poor, so I'm using my monitors as my lights, and they are making me look like a ghost.
I'm gonna hold up my discrepancy sign here. Cause I see a super pale person with bookshelves and they're like, I'm poor. It's like, nah, dude, you're a vampire.
Half those books I got when I was 10, dude. I didn't fucking pay for them.
Yeah, and you were 10 in the year 1450 because you're a vampire.
Yeah, I know. That there is a reason that I have not aged since you've known me. I've only gotten fatter.
Did you get even taller somehow?
No, I don't think so. I've been the same height since probably like senior year of high school, junior year.
I mean, I wouldn't say you got fatter. I still think you look like one of them giants in Skyrim.
Yeah, well, it's because I got my
yeah,
wrestling. My wrestling coach used to always say, like, you got the fucking monkey arms, use them.
Yo, they're gym teachers are fine saying some really out of pocket stuff.
Well, I don't think he said
Um,
fucking because I was like 12, but he was like, now you've got really long arms like a monkey, and that's useful for wrestling. Like, you know.
my ma used to have a gym teacher that said black people had an extra muscle in their leg, and that's why they ran faster.
I assumed they just ran faster due to selection bias. Also, and I might be out of pocket a little bit here, but slavery did kind of fuck up black people's genetics a little bit.
Like, yeah, but it's not going to give you an extra fucking muscle. Like,
No,
it's
not that
like, it's not
extreme.
going to do that.
But it does explain why they
silly.
tend to be kind of tall and maybe sort of muscular, because fucking slave owners would breed them together for those traits because they were goddamn psychopaths treating them like animals.
I mean,
Also, I'm about to be fucked because I just took an edible and I'm going to drink this whiskey.
oh god, are we doing that?
Well, normally I take the edible now so that it kicks in by the time the show's over, but fuck it, it's a holiday.
Fair enough. If it's a holiday, I'll celebrate with the old fun. I took a trip to the Dispo, found my favorite strain,
Which one?
Alaskan Thunderfuck.
Nice. My favorite fucking strain I've ever used is Donatello Kush. And I think it's like seasonal or something because I only found it the one fucking time and I've never been able to find it since.
Oh, I mean, I got a couple other favorites like the White Rhino.
Yeah. Are you into indicas or sativas?
It's funny. I'm actually old nowadays because I like actually time it. So I smoke sativas all day, and then after I'm done doing everything, I smoke indica flower.
Nice. Yeah, indica's kind of like maybe I need to try them again, but last time I tried them, they were kind of messing me up and making me panicky, and then that stopped happening when I switched to sativas, so
It's normally vice versa. That's funny.
yeah, it could be that. Maybe I just like smoked way too fucking much that one time and it like I don't know.
I mean, yeah. One of these days, I'll break out the old intoxication station. We can go on a little adventure.
Do you know what I use as my stash box? Have I ever shown you it?
A Pirates of the Caribbean chest.
That is way closer than you think.
The chest from He-Man Castle.
That's a little bit farther away.
Okay.
So Uncharted 3, we were talking about those games earlier. So I have the collector's edition of Uncharted 3. And it came in like a big, it was like probably $200 when it was new, but by the time I got it, like the game had been out for a year, so it was only like 60. So it comes in like a big ass chest about this tall that's a replica of one of the chests in the game. And it has like obviously the game, and it's got a replica of his necklace and belt buckle and like a bunch of cool shit. A statue of Nate and everything. But that box, I it's a cool box, so I kept it around as a decorative item for years. And then when I started getting into weed, I was like, wait, I could just keep my fucking weed in this box. It's the perfect size. Like the little slot for the game box is the perfect size for my rolling tray, and
oh my god.
yeah, so the Uncharted 3 collector's here, I'll fucking pull it up and show you what it looks like. Or I could just go get it off my shelf.
Let's see. You tell me.
Hang on. Do you have a good image of it? Yeah, this is it. This is what the edition that I have looks like.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so this box is where I keep all my reefer. I used to keep my condoms and lube in there too, but then I got enough weed shit that it took up the whole box, and now I have to hide my condoms and lube somewhere else.
I just find it weird keeping those two sets of items together. Like, I don't know. Like,
Well, what it was that I was a teenager, so it was my box of shit that I don't want my mom to know I have. But now she knows that I fucking smoke weed, so now I don't have to hide it anymore, and I just keep doing it out of habit.
did your mom not know you fucked? Was it one of those?
It's not that she couldn't figure it out. It was that I don't want to discuss that with her. I prefer there to be a little bit of mystery left in my relationship with my mother.
I mean, how deep you gotta hide the condoms? Is she really looking?
No, it was just like, oh, cool, there's a little pocket in here. I need something to put in there. Oh, this'll do. Because it has, here, do they have a fucking picture of it open? Yeah, here it is. Holy Christ, fucking $1,000 for the set that I own now. Yeah, so it's got the little pull-out pockets, see?
It's always you with these expensive sets, I swear.
Well, again, it was $60 when I bought it, but now it's been out of print for a decade and a half.
Jeez, I thought my Animal Crossing Switch was a bit much.
No, I don't have... See, that's the thing. I have a ton of stuff that was cheap at one time and is now valuable. I don't have very much that was valuable when I got it. Like, this Cloud City behind me is now like $5,000. Do you know how much it was when I got it?
4,998.
No, it was like $80.
Damn.
And I didn't pay for it because I was 7 years old.
I was 7 years old.
I think that's, yeah, because I distinctly remember I got it for Christmas of 04 because I got with it a set that I know wasn't out till 04. So, all right.
You know, I really thought you were going to say something akin to, I know it was 04 because it was exactly 3 years since the towers fell.
I actually do not remember the towers falling because my mom, or both my parents, but my mom especially, were like, yeah, we're just going to not put the news on tonight.
Tonight? It was a whole day.
Well, yeah, but I was at preschool for most of the day, so there was no TV there.
Nah, they kept me home. They're like, nah, you ain't going, bro.
Well, what happened was that I was already there when it happened, and my mom fucking... Because my mom's like a really anxious person in general, and so when that happened, she was like, "Oh fuck, are we next?" Because Boston is also a major city. So she goes to my fucking preschool and just like sits in the parking lot, and they see her out there and call her cell phone, and they're like, "Hey, is everything okay?" And she's like, "Yep, yeah, everything's good. I'm just sitting here."
Yeah, because that's totally not sus. Like,
well, they knew who she was. Like, they weren't worried that she was a kidnapper or anything. It was just like, frankly, the adults had probably heard what had happened.
I'm just saying, if the whole idea is a terror attack is just happening, and we all need to be wary of random people because we're worried about things happening.
Okay, but my mom wasn't a random person. They knew her.
Well, a bunch. I mean, I'm sure someone knew those people.
Well, yeah, I know, but there were like 3 employees at this preschool, and my mom had met them all personally. Like, when they saw her car, they knew it was her.
Maybe it was a long job.
I don't know.
She was just waiting.
I remember my dad fucking... here's a story about what my dad is like.
There we go.
So he's an engineer, right? So he's pretty, like a software engineer specifically, but, you know, he studied general engineering, and he's pretty good at physics and all that. His comment that he fucking made to me once about 9/11 was that if he had planned the attacks, he could have made them more effective.
I mean, I kind of get where he's coming from.
Oh, yeah, like, I got what he was saying, but he was just, like, he was not only criticizing bin Laden as a human being, he was criticizing bin Laden's fucking math skills and planning the trajectory of the planes.
I mean, listen, your dad may piss you off, but that's consistent. I'm sorry, but that's
consistent. No, he's just like that. But anyway, the reason I thought of him was because he was telling me how he'd heard about an accident before going to work that day, meaning like a plane hitting the tower. But the initial reports were really like inconsistent. A lot of people said, "Oh, it just grazed the tower." Everybody was assuming it was an accident. So he was. So just
you're saying that like all the info was up in the air?
Yes. Yes, the info was in the air. Unless you were in New York City, which we obviously weren't. But he was just like, "Oh, damn, that's kind of nuts, whatever." And then so he gets in the car, drives to work, and by the time he gets to work, the second plane has hit, and everyone in the break room is just gathered around the TV watching, and he's like, "Ah, fuck."
Yeah, that's like that's I don't know. It's weird to me that like people are born and like grown ass adults, but weren't even born. So like I don't know
Yeah.
how
Um,
far do we get from it?
for a similar story, my
It's
also about my dad. Um, so you remember how there was the shooting at the Dark Knight Rises midnight screening in 2012?
yeah, with the guy dressed like Joker.
Yeah.
Please don't tell me that your dad said he could shoot
No.
more people.
No, nothing like
It was
no.
me in
No,
that
what it
theater.
was that he took my friend and I to see that movie at like the first screening of the day because it's cheapest then. And like it was summer, we had the day off, so like getting up at
Okay,
10:30 and going to a movie isn't on a Friday is doable.
that's fine.
But I think we got up even earlier than that. So I get in the car, we're going to pick up my friend, and he goes, "Hey, by the way, there was a terrorist attack at a screening of this movie last night. Don't tell your mom that because I think she was still asleep." He's like, "I don't want her to know that unless she has to."
You know
And then we're going, and he gets a call from her, picks it up. I don't think I heard it, and he just
what?
after he
Yeah, no, it's fine.
after he hangs up, he's like, "Yeah, she knows." Okay. Like she wasn't freaking out that we were going, but he didn't want her to know there'd been a terrorist attack at the movie we were seeing.
What? What did they think the guy was part of the Trenchcoat Mafia?
No, it's my mom is a fucking paranoid nutter. So when something bad happens, she becomes convinced it can happen here, regardless of the plausibility of that. Like when she gets a fucking random pain in her elbow, she thinks fucking cancer. Well, when you have an anxious person who then works in a hospital for years and becomes well acquainted with random medical shit, you're gonna get somebody who every time she has a weird pain thinks she's dying.
That has to have been great since the human plague.
Yeah. Oh, you can imagine how she reacted to fucking COVID.
Yeah, no, I'm sure it was great. I'm sure that was fantastic.
Yeah, we were wiping our fucking groceries down for like the better part of a year. In fact,
I'm surprised you
initially,
didn't install like a little airlock.
well, initially we weren't even ordering delivery. And I remember I was talking to you and I said I miss ordering Chinese food, and you thought that I meant that my parents were being racist. And you were like, "Oh, what? If it fucking started in Italy, would they stop ordering pizza?" And then I was like, "Oh no, we've stopped ordering delivery entirely. Like they're not racist. They're just stupid."
It's just the way you specified Chinese food. Some
Well,
people got really interesting.
oh, it's literally just because at the exact moment I sent that text, I was craving Chinese food. And we also at our old house had like the best fucking Chinese place. So that was part of it, was that like it was a mile from my house, like teasing me.
That was one of the weird parts of COVID when you just randomly get news where they're like, "We found it. We found the bat in China." And they're like, "No, we didn't."
Yeah, okay, cool. How does that help us now?
I don't know. I
Meanwhile, it's
don't,
fucking still around because none of you goddamn troglodytes stayed inside like you were supposed to.
I don't know, man. Like, it's turning into the second common cold. I'm like, what are you gonna do?
That's true, but it's like I don't want that.
I don't want to live.
So I'll fucking like, and I know this is going to sound privileged, which is probably accurate, but it drives me fucking up the wall when people go out when they're sick. And I get it if it's like a job where you don't have days off or whatever, but like,
What if they wear a mask?
yeah, I mean, that's these days, that is what they tend to do, and that's better. But I'm thinking of like back when I was in high school, there's no real consequences for missing school when you're that young.
Unless your
Like,
parents are.
well, that's
I
different,
had
yeah.
a family that was, yeah.
Yeah, but like there are no academic consequences. Like, you're not going to get detention for missing school because you were sick, type of thing.
Well, yeah,
But I knew people who like would show up fucking audibly coughing their lungs out, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing here? Go away.
I don't know. Like a bunch of people also like need that building to learn.
Yeah, I get it, but you also have a moral obligation to not fucking infect people. So go away.
They're children. Since when do they follow moral obligations?
Yeah, I know. I'm talking like 18-year-olds here, like 18-year-old high school seniors who are showing up.
You were right. 18-year-olds are completely moral. Like,
well,
like
they fucking. I was. I knew not to be a piece of shit.
Yeah, but like, dude, how many random 18-year-olds either need to go cross state lines and try to shoot black people or go and rape co-eds before we can kind of just collectively agree? A lot of them don't got any set of like ethics. They just don't care.
To be fair, usually the guy raping co-eds is one guy who does it like 20 times and not 20 individual guys. But it is a problem.
I mean, yeah, you aren't wrong, but
I don't. My point is, stay the fuck
It's
home
more
when you're
than
sick
that.
if you have the option.
but like, they don't care about you.
Well, yeah, it's the fucking, what do they call it? The social contract. Like,
Yeah, but like, we everyone's on tech so much. We have a pure solipsism renaissance.
yeah, I mean, I'm a big like fuck you, don't inconvenience other people guy. So like I hate violations of the social contract in general, to the point that I'm like, I mean, not that I own a business or whatever, but like if I owned a fucking store and you walked in smelling like dog shit, I'm gonna make you fucking leave. Like, part of the social contract is that you don't smell terrible when you go out in public.
Wow, so you discriminate against the those who aren't able to home themselves and therefore wash. Wow.
Well, I'm obviously
up, man.
not counting them because I think homelessness shouldn't exist, because I believe in housing first.
Well, that's the problem. If we don't write these into the rules,
Yeah,
they're gonna be.
No, I'm not talking about those. I'm specifically thinking of a friend I had, or I still have, but they don't have this problem anymore.
When we talk about Black Friday, doesn't mean
No.
Black Art Friday.
Yeah, no, this is a white person. Don't worry. I'm not making any fucking implications about anybody.
Oh no, that was clear because you said they smelled like.
Yeah, true. So I have a friend who used to suffer from really severe depressive episodes. And to the point that they would go like a week plus without showering, but then mentally recover in time to go hang out. And it's like, all right, look, we get that you're going through a lot, but you smell fucking terrible. Please take a shower before.
I feel like if they didn't shower before, they really didn't mentally recover in time to hang out.
Yeah, true. That
Plus,
is also arguable.
I mean, like, are y'all only hanging out for 10 minutes?
Well, sometimes, yeah, but no, we had to have a talk with this friend eventually. Like, yo, you need to like be better about your fucking.
You're stinky.
Yeah,
you're stinky.
They also drank so much fucking Monster that their sweat would smell like Monster, which was fucking.
That's America.
Nasty. Yeah,
that's America. I don't know, man. We gotta give that one to them.
Yeah, my mom has a really sensitive nose. Like, we call her the bloodhound because she can smell like as well as my fucking dog. And one time when we had this friend over, my mom shut herself in the fucking bedroom so that she wouldn't have to smell them.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, but luckily this friend has since had a lot of good things happen, and they no longer have these serious depressive issues, and everything's good now. On that front, at least.
Nice.
Anyway, I don't like when people are stinky.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because your mom's like, "Why does it smell like weed?" When she met me.
Oh yeah,
it smells like mad weed.
Yeah, like that's the thing. My mom knows I fucking smoke weed. I just put an exhaust fan in the window not to hide it, but just simply so she doesn't have to wake up to the fucking house smelling like weed.
I just smoke outside.
Well, I can do that too, but if it's fucking 20 degrees out, I don't want to do that.
I don't want to either, but there's just more problems that's worth.
True. That's what the exhaust fan is for.
I'm just a fan of exhaustion.
Yeah.
Oh, how are we enjoying Pluribus?
Oh yeah, that's something we need to talk about. Speaking of exhaustion, my mom and grandma both slept for like 4 fucking hours in the middle of the afternoon today because of Thanksgiving. Anyway,
the itis got him.
Yeah, exactly. The itis.
Carol was really not going the same way that I would go,
which is probably a good thing because I don't want every character to do the same thing I'd do.
No, exactly. No, see, I was like, oh, you just got to get the fuck out of Dodge. Like, you just got to leave. She's really trying to fight this thing.
Which I respect, honestly, because a character as misanthropic as her, I could very easily see, like, another show would have had it take, like, 4 episodes for her to agree to save the human race.
I don't know. I feel like she's just, like, she's motivated by spite.
Oh, true.
I think it's very specifically, you took what's-her-face from me, so fuck you.
Oh yeah, it is definitely partially spite, but she does also like believe in the concept of human free will. Or at least that's how I interpreted it.
I hope. I'm just saying I hope. Seems like one of those things she might be able to, I don't know, not care about that as much.
This is the most random fucking example I can think of, but when did you last see the original Sam Raimi Spider-Man? The first one?
When?
Like recently-ish, basically?
A few years, like 5, 4.
So you remember the scene where Goblin attacks Jameson in his office?
Yeah.
So he picks Jameson up by the neck, holds him over the drop that will kill him, and says, "Who's the photographer who takes the pictures of Spider-Man?" Do you know what Jameson says? Do you remember?
Oh, he ain't telling you shit. Yeah. I remember that. He ain't telling you shit. Yeah. He's the boy.
That is one of my favorite character moments in that movie and with that character in general, because yeah, he's a curmudgeonly asshole who yells all the time, but when the chips are down, he will die to protect his employees.
Well, plus, to be clear, because we have a hard time as the audience forgetting this. You don't know Peter Spider-Man. He likes Peter. He's giving Peter mad work. Yeah. Peter's just a dude who like wants to work all the time and be in school, and I don't know what he's doing with the money, but he really needs it, and he's always really efficient, and I like him.
Yeah.
So no, I'm not betraying the little kid. Like,
yeah. So Carol kind of, in her more upstanding moments, reminds me of that depiction of Jameson, because she's an alcoholic, she's fucking cynical, she's grieving her girlfriend / wife, it's unclear if they're married, whatever, but when the chips are down, deep down she still believes in the concept of humanity.
I hate that you made this crossover, because all right, I was talking to you about something I thought we might have avoided with this show. A certain trend that happens with this actress, but now with this reference of J. Jonah Jameson, I just have to say, bring me pictures of Carol's feet.
Oh, was that a thing with her character in Better Call Saul?
Yeah. Okay. People are like, I need pics of Kim Wexler's feet. I don't know why this is a thing. I do not understand it.
Twice. I didn't realize that was like a widespread meme.
Yes. Okay. Yes, specifically pics of Kim Wexler's feet. I don't know why. Because like Tarantino wasn't involved here, but like people just got Tarantino minded on her. I don't know.
I don't get the foot thing. Like it's a fairly harmless fetish, so I can't shit on it too hard, but like I just don't get it.
Man, I feel like that's kind of the inherent thing of a fetish, is you won't get it if you have it.
Well, no, but like I don't have a leather fetish, but like I get why people find leather sexy.
Like a gimp suit?
Well, I meant more like, leather pants. Like I was taking it
Well,
in
well,
a comparatively minor direction, but
no. Like I'm talking like a full Gibbs suit, Pulp Fiction. Speaking of Tarantino,
yeah,
in the
like I don't
chest,
like I'm not
all
into the
zippers
gimpy,
everywhere.
but I kind of like I understand it.
I
Like I
mean,
understand why you find a slimming color and a very like shiny, flexible leather pattern and everything like sexy. Like I get that.
I guess I don't really need to put it on parts of my body, but
Yeah, I mean I'm not like but like I don't know. Like I said, it's a harmless fetish. I don't like need to shit on it too hard, but I've never like looked at a foot and gone, "Oh yeah."
see, here's the thing.
I have, however, looked at a
It's
woman who was barefoot and said, "Oh yeah," but the barefoot thing wasn't really part of that.
I feel like you're so close.
What?
Dude, it's consent. Well, no. You're like a step away from having it. You went. Hell yeah. You'll end up there. But they're consenting adults, and it's actually pretty upfront, which is fun for. It's better than. Oh, look at that! It's a fetish where someone wants to pretend they're a baby, and so we have to like contend with what does that mean from like
Yeah.
obvious levels and like yeah, like no, it's just feet, dude. And like if Tarantino wants to pay Salma Hayek to to pour liquor down her leg and
The
let him drink
script
it,
he wrote.
script he wrote, and technically now I say this out loud, pay himself to do so.
Technically, someone else would have paid him because he didn't direct the movie, but yeah,
Yeah, but he probably sat there in the office with Weinstein and went, yeah,
probably.
which
By the way,
adds another level.
I don't know if I sent this text to you, but I sent it to a bunch of my friends when I was watching Star Trek, where I said, "Man, Gene Roddenberry got the studio to pay him to film not one but two of his mistresses wearing miniskirts and performing stereotypically feminine tasks."
Yeah.
I'm sure that had absolutely nothing to do with him being a horn dog.
Yeah, but there's other worse things where it's like Johnny Depp. Come on, come
Oh
here,
yeah,
make out with my wife. Make out with my wife, dude. Do it.
yeah, and I mean, hell, even that is like, all right, if you're all consenting, have fun.
Who's the other director constantly getting dudes to kiss his wife?
Um, Not Kiss, but Rob Zombie casts his wife and everything.
No,
Uh,
there's something I'm specifically thinking of where it's like the
James
director's
Gunn
the
had
husband.
one particular actor kiss his wife.
There's that James Gunn lets Peacemakers like Peacemaker
Yeah.
kiss my wife. Yeah, that's
Well,
what it is.
honestly,
That's
what
what it is.
happened was that he cast her in that role in like 2019 and had no idea he was going to do more with her character.
Hey, hey, I need you to really think about your next words carefully. Because what you're alleging right now is that a bullet fired from like 7 years ago would miss, and the gun don't miss.
Oh no, he doesn't miss. I don't know if you know this. The Peacemaker series was not part of the initial plan for that movie. He came
Yeah,
up
no,
with that
he just
during
liked
COVID.
it.
Well, what happened was specifically COVID. COVID came down when he'd finished shooting the
Oh
Suicide Squad, but
yeah,
was still editing it. So
sure.
he had like an extra year to fine tune it more than he would have.
That makes sense.
And during that time, he was like, I feel like I've got more potential for this fucking Peacemaker guy. And wrote the show. And like the only part of that movie, or maybe not the only part, but most of that movie was shot pre-COVID, but the post-credit scene where they visit Peacemaker in the hospital was shot post-COVID.
Do we get demonetized if I do the dance?
I don't think so. You got clothes on.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. But yeah, like Peacemaker was supposed to die in that movie, but then during editing of it, he was like, wait, I got ideas for this.
Man,
So anyway, my point is that he cast his wife in that very tiny role in that movie, not knowing that her character would be relevant later.
but then later when it came, he was like, "Yeah, John Cena's gonna fuck my wife."
I mean, maybe he's into that. I don't know. John Cena's not the worst looking dude.
I mean, wait, What?
Like he's a dehydrated muscle freak, but like he's a good-looking guy.
How would you know that?
How would I know that John Cena is a decent-looking human being? Because I've seen him.
How? No, you
Oh, right.
haven't. What the fuck are you talking about? No, you
Turn it off.
haven't.
He can turn it off.
That was very enjoyable for me.
One time, actually, my
You
mom was
can't.
telling me a
One
news
thing you
story.
can't do.
So yeah, my mom was talking about a news story about how John Cena does all the Make-A-Wish visits with the sick kids.
Yeah.
And she was talking about a particular one, and I said, "Yeah, but it's just too bad the kid couldn't see him." And she thought I was making like a mean joke at the kid's expense. I'm like, "No, I'm referencing the 'You can't see me' John Cena meme."
Could you really make a joke about a kid dying in a hospital? Yes, you can, sir.
Yeah. What I said to her was there's a difference between jokes about kids with cancer as a hypothetical and jokes about a specific child with cancer.
I don't know. I mean, like what? Tell me about this specific child with cancer. I don't want to make any blanket statements.
This, by the way, this was literally a kid in our town too. So like,
I mean, someone lived in Austria. You know what I mean? Like,
everyone talks about killing baby Hitler. Nobody ever talks about loving him so he grows up to be a good man.
I mean, as a dude who like doesn't have all the info but did enough, I think his mom tried that.
I'd need to do a lot more research, but from my understanding, he, like most kids in that era, did not have the happiest childhood.
I mean, yeah, but like most kids in his era didn't grow up to be Hitler.
True.
So it's like that can't really be the stem cause.
I'd fucking love to see a time travel movie or whatever where the guy goes back in time to kill baby Hitler, decides he can't kill a baby, so what he does instead is
He
just
takes the baby to the future.
well, he just kidnaps him and raises him elsewhere. Maybe in the same era, maybe not. In fact, do it in the same era so that we get the chance to see that in this world, Adolf Hitler's just like a regular ass dude.
Nah, dude, because I am just going to feel in my heart of hearts that Adolf Hitler is going to find the time machine, and then he's going to go back and like fulfill his Adolf Hitler destiny, because every Adolf Hitler time travel story ends up going here eventually.
Yeah, that's true. That's why I want to see one where it's like that's not what the movie's about. It's just a minor world building detail in the background. And it sticks, and Hitler's just like a regular ass, perfectly nice dude.
It's just so many questions. How many time machines do we have?
The better question is Hitler still into painting? Like, because he would have had a completely different childhood. Like,
I really like the fact that you're running with this way.
but wouldn't that be interesting? Like, just a little 5-minute excerpt of a time travel movie. Like, oh yeah, we saved Hitler. He never went evil. He's just a regular ass dude now.
No, but could we like? Why can't we Bill and Ted people? So okay, so for example, to honor Black Friday, why can't we go take Adolf Hitler, drop him off in the triangular slave trade?
I mean, he wouldn't stay there very long because they'd immediately notice the discrepancy and put him elsewhere. But I mean, if anyone who fucking deserved the transatlantic slave trade, it's Hitler. So fair enough.
I mean, like, you know, we don't gotta work that hard. You like,
oh no, you could put him in the fucking Blackifier machine, like that one issue of Superman from the early 70s.
Oh god,
you ever seen that one?
I mean, I was just gonna say you really just fucking cut out his tongue and put him on the boat.
I mean, yeah, you do that too, but
just kind of works.
Yeah, you ever seen this one? Hang on, this is like a old 60s or 70s
Blackifier comic. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so okay, so okay, so Why did she need to do that?
I have never read the story, and I have no idea. I am sure it makes some degree of sense in context. Actually, let's find out. Let's find out.
This is giving big dude dressed as a dude playing another dude vibes.
Yeah, okay. Let's find out. Oh, God, Kurt Swan? No wonder the art actually looks sort of good. Oh, she's doing a story on... She's doing a story on the inner city section of Metropolis, right, presumably, which is apparently called Little Africa. Actually, I don't know
if you're gonna get like jumped if like a white woman walks into the ghetto.
No, they're doing a reverse racism on her, I guess. Here. Oh, it's already on screen. All right. By the way, I'm pretty sure they did this with the Punisher as well.
Like, so what?
I'm pretty sure the Punisher became black in one episode or one issue.
But why did they say that? Like, I don't understand why they're doing that.
In the CBR.com, I guess that's all right. So in the case of the Punisher,
I meant the thing we're just watching. I just was not understanding why she needs to be black to do the story.
I think because she needs to infiltrate that section of town or something.
God forbid a white woman walks into town.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm finding out why the Punisher becomes black.
That is so problematic, dude. I hate that. Bad Lois. Shame on Lois.
Oh my god, it's literally fucking they gave him plastic surgery so that he wouldn't be recognizable.
Well, that's fine.
Well, yeah, but they didn't need to make him fucking black.
I mean, it's not a crime to make him black.
No, it's just very odd that the writers felt the need to do this story.
Dude, that's a lot better than Lois Lane going, oh no, if I go in the ghetto, I'll probably get taken down. A vulnerable white woman like me. That's terrible.
Okay, so it looks like Punisher gets racially profiled by some cops.
Yeah, see, that's a good story. This story works.
Yeah, Luke Cage is involved somehow. I'm not reading all this, but...
It's just Punisher having a day in the life of a black man.
Yeah, so let's find out. How does he turn white again? Wait,
the
what?
Cassidy Ray.
Hang on. Wait, what do you mean the fucking plastic surgery wears off? What the fuck do you mean, CBR.com?
Is it like a thing that covers his face, you know, like fucking Rorschach's mask?
Okay, so the reason the writer of this series left the series is because the editor made him write the story. You can tell this was also a story Marvel wanted to forget, considering that the reveal happened in issue 59 and he was back to normal by the end of issue 62.
So what I'm hearing is the editor needed to sell a new action figure, but they did not like it.
Yeah, I guess. It reminds me, do you remember the song Accidental Racism by Brad Paisley and LL Cool J? Do you remember that story?
No, but I do have some good racism songs to share.
So, back in like 2012, 13, LL Cool J and Brad Paisley teamed up to do a song called Accidental Racism.
Oh, yeah, no, I do know this. Do not, no.
This reminds me of that because it was probably well-intentioned, but came across very tone-deaf.
Yeah, but that was just a worse version of the Joyner Lucas "I'm Not Racist" song.
Yeah. I assumed Brad Paisley must be racist because he's a country singer, but apparently he's not, so alright. It seemed to have been a genuine attempt at reconciliation. Alright, cool, I guess.
just corny, cringe, and unnecessary. Also,
Yeah, I
LL
mean, I'll
Cool J.
give you credit for actually wanting this. Good for you.
I don't know, man. It's just like I don't need no "Kumbaya, We Are the World" song. It doesn't really change anything. LL Cool J isn't the spokesperson for Black people. Brad Paisley, if he feels bad in his life, can probably just go and change personal things and not make a song and signpost about it, and we can all get on with our day without a bad piece of art. But
Oh, you're completely right. But like, I'd rather this than him screaming racial slurs like Jason Aldean. So, all right.
nah, dude, I'd rather you just call me a real slur to my face and then, instead of just not letting me get with your daughter. Like.
That is fair. It's a little more honest, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a little more honest. I can move on with my day.
Yeah. Well, not to sound too serious, this shit will always be secondhand knowledge because I look like this.
Did you know John Denver made anti-racism and anti-Nazi songs?
I didn't know that, but it doesn't shock me.
All right, take your pick, KKK or Nazis.
Nazis.
Look up the "I Was Not a Nazi" polka.
I was not up the Chad Mitchell trio.
Yep, that is that guy not being in the group when they did this song because John Denver replaced him, but they kept his name on it, which is really funny to me.
Yeah, here it is. Reddit. Today I learned that before becoming successful as a solo artist, John Denver was in a band that recorded satirical political songs like I Was Not a Nazi Polka. That's fascinating.
There's one about the KKK.
Yeah, what's that one called?
A Friendly Liberal Neighborhood Ku Klux Klan. Ever since they got that lawyer and that public relations man.
Friendly neighbor.
Nope, friendly role.
Ku Klux Klan.
Oh, come on, well enough. There we go.
Your friendly neighborhood Ku Klux Klan, Violets of Dawn. Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay, I think I've heard of this one. Yeah, that's fucking, I guess that's cool. Oh, not I guess. That is cool. That he did that.
Have we gotten the thing where we can do audio yet? Because I think if we talk over it, it's cool.
We can share audio, but I know for a fact that YouTube will fuck us if we play a music thing.
I hate you, YouTube.
Yeah, like I've literally seen people get fucking copyright struck because the video they were watching had a snippet from like Star Wars or whatever.
That's okay. Anytime I hear any one of my enemies is streaming, I just go and play some Disney music.
How many enemies do you have that stream?
I mean,
like I have people I hate that stream, but they're like celebrities I hate, not like people I have personal issues with.
I mean, now that you mention it, offhand, I don't think any of them stream, but they could.
Yeah, true.
So I just keep the Disney music prepared, and just in case they were trying to get past that, I have another picture of President Xi Jinping and a picture of Winnie the Pooh, and I just crossed them over with each other.
I don't know if I'm like an easygoing guy or what, but I'm trying to remember the last time I had like a strong interpersonal confrontation with someone who wasn't like a family member.
You barely leave your house.
No, but I just like even online or whatever. Like, I mean, I argue with like anonymous dipshits on Reddit or whatever sometimes, but I'm just thinking like, when is the last time there was someone I knew personally whom I got into like an argument with?
Probably the last time you had to be around a person you didn't like for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the thing, is that when you're out of school, all your social interactions are on your own terms because you can leave whenever the fuck you want.
Well, jobs.
Well, yeah, but I mean, even then, like, at a job, you have more freedom of movement. You don't have to get a fucking hall pass to go to the bathroom, unless they're violating labor law, that is.
Not necessarily that, just shitty people making shitty ways to be around you in shitty circumstances because they're shitty people.
Yeah, that's true. But like I said, when you're at work, like because you're an adult, you can go, I'm gonna go take a dump for 20 minutes, and like there's no teacher who can tell you no.
Well, yeah, but what if you're doing a thing that like
Well, yeah.
requires maintenance? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of things like that, but it's just
I
I don't
can't
know,
just
like
walk away from the machine and have it suck in 20 people and send out the nuclear codes and try to buy 50 pairs of counterfeit jeans.
this fucking McDonald's I was describing has some real shit going on in it.
I mean, I'm telling you, ever since Lindsay Lohan started working there, it's been a real intense time.
Anyway, like I don't know, I'm thinking of like because you're in school, like you got to interact with kids all fucking day, and like you don't like some of those kids, and that continues into college somewhat, like especially if you have a roommate you don't like or whatever. But like after that, at least at most jobs, like you're a little more in control of the people you're around, especially because if they're really that insufferable, you're allowed to just quit.
That is true, but poverty, bro.
Well, I know. I'm just saying, like, at school, it's like illegal for you to walk out if you get sick of someone's bullshit.
No,
Whereas
it's
it
not.
not illegal, but you know what I mean.
What
Like
are
you
they
can
gonna
get
do?
like they can. Well, I mean, when you're this sounds silly now, but it's a big deal when you're a kid. They can give you detention or send you to the principal's office, or
Not if I'm not there. What are you gonna do?
yeah, as if it's bad enough, they can expel you, and then you got issues. But
I mean, here's the thing, though. They don't want to do that if
No,
I drag up all their grade curves, do they?
yeah, well, in your case, because you were a better test taker than me, so. But I don't know. It's just kind of like, and I'm kind of privileged about that because I don't have to work like completely shitty jobs. I mean, that's the whole reason we do this channel is so that we don't have to wear pants. That's the title. But like I'm
I
thinking,
do have pants.
yeah, like if I go to fucking Target and like someone's being a huge asshole at Target, I can just leave.
But like, how would you ever? You need a couple more enemies in your life.
Oh, I
I'll
had
share some
plenty
if you
when I
want.
was like a kid. But as I got older, I just kind of like, I don't know, I stopped getting into situations extreme enough that they required my hatred.
Oh well, excuse me.
Yeah,
I'm sorry that I live a fantasy life.
Yeah,
it is never boring.
Yeah, you've lived a more interesting life. But I'm just thinking like, I think college was the last time someone wronged me badly enough that I had to like stay mad at them for more than an hour or so.
It was the kid in our comic books class who was obsessed with JoJo's, wasn't it?
No. No, it was a different person.
It's always the JoJo's kid.
You know, after there's just a note for you. Don't exit the call when I end stream because I want to discuss one thing with you about our college, but it will dox the fuck out of the guy I'm talking about, so I'm not going to say it on the air.
Oh, which guy? Which guy? Let's dox him.
I don't know if you ever knew him, but I'll tell you in a minute when we're off.
Hell yeah.
Is there any other Black Friday stuff you want to discuss? Any other Black stuff or Friday stuff?
Well, let's see. I mean,
because Black people are cool and Fridays are also cool. So
Black people are cool. Fridays are cool. We bounced around so much. I mean, you know, just like Black people, we were versatile and kept things moving. I mean, the only thing that there is to talk about is when the hell are we going to accept the fact that country music keeps finding weird ways to exclude Black people?
Oh yeah, didn't they like switch categories on it the other day?
Yeah,
like contemporary and classical or something.
Now there's urban and rural country. And
okay.
Yeah, we're going back to urban.
I will say that as much as I despise AI in all of its capacities, it does entertain me a great deal that the first music genre to be taken over by AI was fucking country music.
Was it? I thought there's a pop star.
There is, but she didn't really catch on.
Oh my god, I just had the greatest idea.
What's that?
We're making a K-pop group.
I don't want to use AI though because it's devil tech, and I don't want to get possessed.
I mean, that just means we put a little circle of salt around the computer and we're fine.
That is true. Tell you what, I'll end the show by telling a story of the time I was accidentally sort of racist in my head. Well, not really.
What a setup! What a setup!
Not really, honestly. No, I had this class I took in college that I had like some weird particular requirement I had to fulfill, and this class fit it for some whatever. It was one of those cases, but it was like an architecture class mostly. So most of the
Okay.
people in it were like architecture majors,
Sure.
and there were a ton of fucking black dudes in this class for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Like a disproportion, like our college had a fair number of black people because of where it was located, and it was like a disproportionate number of black dudes. But you know, cool. I get in there, I see that, cool, whatever, because I'm not a fucking asshole. And they were very
Black people
like,
don't building things, Larry. Gosh.
well, yeah, and they were really like, I don't want to say stereotypical, but they were very much like what you picture when you picture a black dude, like how they dressed.
What do I
and
picture when I
everything.
picture a black dude?
Well, I mean, you might picture something different than other people, but no, they looked like if you needed a stock photo of a bunch of black dudes. Like they looked like
What's
that.
that even mean?
Like they just looked very fucking
Their skin had melanin.
I guess stereotypical is how I have to say it.
Okay,
Like they had
so
Timbs
like,
on and shit. I don't know.
they see, you mean they look like people from New York? So what? They have like white T-shirts on and jeans? Like,
Well, no, more like fucking hoodies and all the stereotypical black clothing.
oh yeah, you're right. I haven't seen a white person in a hoodie ever.
I haven't either. I know. Yeah. Anyway, they were very much like they weren't Urkel. Is my point. They were very much like normal ass looking black dudes. And I'm like, cool, whatever. What's up, guys? I'm sitting in my seat. And then when we're talking about this architecture shit, one of them, who apparently knew the professor, because she knew his name, and she was like, oh, good to see you again. And she asks, like, what is this gargoyle? And he while still sounding like a fucking inner city black dude, goes, I really like the chiaroscuro use on this painting here that they have next to the gargoyle. It really, like, he just whipped out like the most brilliant architectural and artistic terms you'd hear in an academic setting, and I'm like, oh shit, I wasn't expecting a dude who looked like that to be that into architecture. Good for you for challenging me.
Just because black people don't usually have enough money to completely build the buildings doesn't mean we don't like to design them.
Well, yeah, true. It was just like a cool thing of like, oh damn, that guy has a whole other layer of his personality I didn't know about. That makes me happy.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's like, it's just the same thing as like having a doctor with tattoos.
Yeah, exactly. When I see a doctor with a bunch of tattoos, I'm like, oh shit, nice. There's a whole other side to that guy.
I just don't look at people. I don't care about that. Like, y'all like people might as well be like floating dialogue columns. You know what I'm saying? Like, like it don't matter.
Nick sees the world; they're all just fucking Sims.
It's not that they're Sims. It's just like, well, I'm a fucking dialogue column. You're a dialogue column. Well, we're all just towers of light, dude.
You're walking around like at the liquor store or at Target or whatever, and you instinctively click to move the sim into the swimming pool, and you're like, wait, shit, why can't I move? Oh, wait, this is an actual guy in front of me.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway, we'll be back at a regular time
when I wanted
Tuesday, you guys. What were you saying?
I played Roller Coaster Tycoon when I wanted to torture people, not The Sims. Because I like to build things too. I would design a nice coaster and then launch you into the ocean like you deserved.
Anyway, we'll be back on Tuesday, regular time, everyone. Like the stream and subscribe to the channel and turn on the stupid bell thingy so you know when we're live. And happy Thanksgiving and Merry Christmas and joyous Kwanzaa and happy Hanukkah and all the other holidays coming up.
Walk up to a random black person on the street. Just start asking him about architecture. Ask him what his favorite style of buildings is.
Hey, you know what? He might give you something really interesting. Or he might say, please leave me alone. I'm trying to get to work. You don't know.
He might say, why aren't you wearing any pants? And that might be a concern. But
that is a question I get when I go out.
go out and ask black people about architecture.
Yeah. Just be friends with black people. They're nice. They give you good music and shit. I don't know. They might know how to cook. They might be good at fixing your sink. I don't know. There's all kinds of things they could be good at.
White people learn how to fix your sink before you become friends with a black person, so that burden is not on them.
True. Yeah. Anyway, don't leave. Don't leave, but I'm going to end stream. Good night, everyone.
Keep your butthole tights.
Yes. Just one sec.